So my blue snowball microphone broke, man. Rest in peace to the blue snowball. It's broken. It sucks, man. I mean, I had that mic for like 2 years, so I expect it to break sometime soon. So yeah, we're using the McDonald's Walmart mic. I know it's not the best quality, but honestly, I have to get a video for you guys. Okay, I have to. All right, no matter what it is. Again, my videos aren't usually that high quality, anyways. So yeah, man. Today what I want to talk about is influencer boxing and why I'm honestly done watching influencer boxing. No matter who it is, like I'm done, man. It seems like every time there's always an influencer boxing, no matter if that's like KSI, Logan Paul, Dillion Danis, like just it's horrible. So first I want to talk about the main events. I'm not talking about the other fights like Salt Poppy. I'm not talking about them. I'm mostly talking about Logan Paul and Dillion Danis and KSI and Tommy Fury. So first let's talk about Logan Paul and Dillion Danis. Dillion Danis, I don't ever want to see you troll on Twitter ever again. I know you're on your trolling stuff already, okay? But you need to pack it up and go back to the MMA or something because you put on a crappy performance. If you actually paid money to see this fight, or if you put money to see this to watch or bet on the fight, I honestly feel really bad for you because it was a disaster from both sides. I mean, what a crappy fight. Am I right, guys? Like, I mean, it was terrible. So that one was a snooze fest. I didn't really watch like the first 2 rounds because there really was nothing going on. And then I decided to put on the third round and don't ask how I watched it, okay? None of your business. And it was just like what was I watching? It was a bunch of just hugging simulated like Dillion Danis didn't do this is Dillion Danis the entire fight was like this. This was Dillion Danis. Like what were you doing? You get what I'm saying? Like where is the punches? Where is the where's the hooks? Where's the like where was that, Dylan? Where? You were talking all that garbage on Twitter saying how you're gonna knock him out. You were also saying how like Logan Paul's fiance this and that. But you do this? You know what I mean? Like come on, man. For Logan Paul, I mean good win, but I mean who's still kind of respect like Logan Paul, listen, sure he's a businessman, but at the same time, Logan Paul has been through many controversies, like the crypto zoo scam. You know what I mean? Like Logan Paul, I mean, good win for you, but no one really cares. Most people are caring about Dillion Danis losing because Dillion Danis was talking all that stuff. He was talking all that stuff, exposing Logan Paul's fiance. I do think that at the end of the day, Dillion Danis kind of still wins because I mean, bro, he posts like over 100 provocative pictures of Logan Paul's fiance. That's gonna stay on the internet forever. Okay. So I think at the end of the day, Dillion Danis does win, and he gets the money too. But still, it's just embarrassing for him, man. Like, come on, you know what I mean? So that was the first fight, pretty garbage. And then we have KSI and Tommy Fury. I just gotta say, KSI. Let's just get this out the way, okay? KSI has like that so Illuminati forehead, man. It was massive. Like I didn't know KSI's forehead was like that. I'll be honest with you, but people were saying that KSI got robbed and stuff. And I'll be honest, I did not watch that fight, okay? Because after I got disappointed with Dillion Danis, Logan Paul, I'm like, why am I gonna put my time into watching that fight? I'm just not going to. So I just stopped watching it and altogether. But I guess KSI got robbed. Everyone was saying KSI robbed, KSI robbed. I mean, I guess, but does it really matter? You know, like it's just like the influencer fights are always garbage. They never live up to the hype. Tell me an influencing boxing match that lived up to the hype, or an influencer boxing match. The only one I could kind of think of is like Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom. That was like the only one that somewhat lived up to the hype. But everything else, man, like there really isn't no like unless I'm just out of the sync or something. I have never ever seen or witnessed a rememberable fight or influencer fight like that. It's just all for money, man. You know, so I do think that we should all together collectively stop watching influencer boxing because it's just like they don't put not only one do they not put out a show, but two, it's just like so bad, man. Like you know what I mean? Like as somebody who's kind of into boxing a little bit, I like watching the big time fights, like the Canelos, you know, well Mayweather. I won't lie, watching Mayweather box is pretty boring. But like Canelo sometimes, you know, like I watched the Canelo and Charlo fight, right? And I thought that fight was pretty mediocre. But I like when two people with a lot of hate and rivalry come together. Like I love old school boxing. I'm talking like the Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Like they came in the ring ready to take your head off instead of care about the points. I feel like boxing now, all they care about is the points. Like, oh my gosh, like movement and oh, I hit him more, so I win. Like, no, man. Boxing back in the day, in my opinion. I know I'm only 21 years old, so I know you guys are probably gonna come at me in the comments saying, oh, you know, you're young, you don't know nothing about it and stuff. But I feel like boxing back in the day, it was more about taking your head off, going for the knockouts. And it seems like that's really not what it is now. Now it's more just about points, and I think Floyd Mayweather started that trend, to be honest. But at the end of the day, man, influencer inboxing is terrible, and maybe, you know what, do I have to come into the influencer boxing scene? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. Listen, if my channel and everything blows up, okay, and if somebody wants to call me out for boxing, and if I will probably hire a trainer and I will do it, man. Why not? Just for a one-time experience, box somebody. I never boxed anybody in my entire life. I do have a little boxing bag in my backyard, and sometimes I go do hit it and stuff like that. But when it comes in terms of actual boxing, I never fought anybody in my life. Like I never fist fought anybody in my life either. Never got into a street fight at all. I never really was that kid, you know what I mean? I was kind of more of the kid that just did what I had to do in school, stayed out of drama, stayed out of garbage, and went about my day, man. You know, and I feel like, yeah, I probably won't be able to tell you maybe good stories from high school or school and stuff like that, but at least I feel like I set myself up for future endeavors. You know what I mean? So that's how I really feel about influencer boxing. It's just really awful and garbage. And at the end of the day, man, if you find it enjoying, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything to you. You do your thing. But at the end of the day, I do think that influencer boxing is terrible. It sucks, and I'm done watching. I'm done watching. I'm done caring. If there's any new influencer boxing thing coming up next, I am not watching and I am not caring. Logan Paul and Dillion Danis will be my final influencer boxing match I will probably ever watch, unless some family and friends invite me over to like go watch, and that's the only way. But I'm never gonna be going out of my way to watch influencers go at it anymore. It's just all for money and promo and garbage. Like they're never gonna really go crazy at each other. It's all about dancing and stuff. Like Dylan Dennis, like bro, again, man, talking about Dylan Dennis here. It's funny because at like the end of the fight, he decides to like grapple Logan Paul, and then like security went in, and then they were supposed to like an all-out brawl at the end. Just stupid, man. So that's how I feel about it at the end of the day. Let me know what you guys think about influencer boxing down in the comments. And yeah, man, it's horrible. It's terrible. Dylan Dennis, pack your bags, go back to MMA as I said, and never box ever again.